Hello everyone, hope you all are fine. So last day we completed chapter 1 of unit 1. The title of chapter 1 is The 3 L's of Empowerment. Remember, the 3 L's of Empowerment is a speech by Christine Lagarde. So today we are going to discuss the activities related to chapter 1. So before we discuss the activities, we shall discuss a brief summary of the 3 L's of Empowerment. In the speech, The 3 L's of Empowerment, Christine Lagarde says that women have potential. They have skills and talents. But they are not taking part in the economic activities of a country because they are not given the opportunities to take part in the economic activities of a country. As a result, the per capita income of that country will be very low. See, if we want to experience or if we want to have economic development, we need to empower women. And how can we empower women? With the help of the 3 L's. And which are the 3 L's? Learning, labor, and leadership. So, with the help of the 3 L's, we can empower women. We can provide more opportunities for women, and thereby we can give them the opportunity to take part in the economic activities. Thus, it will lead to the economic development of a country. And as the speech continues, she explains each L in detail. രാജ്യത്തിന്റെ സാമ്പത്തിക പുരോഗതിക്ക് അവിടുത്തെ പുരുഷന്മാർ മാത്രമല്ല സ്ത്രീകളും വിവിധതരം ജോലികളിൽ പങ്കാളികളാകണം. അങ്ങനെ പങ്കാളികളാകണമെങ്കിൽ they need to be empowered. Empower ചെയ്യുന്നത് എങ്ങനെയാണ്? സ്ത്രീകളെ എങ്ങനെയാണ് ശാക്തീകരിക്കുന്നത്? With the help of the 3 L's: learning, labor, and leadership. So that's the brief summary of chapter 1. Now we shall discuss the activities mentioned in chapter 1. See, the first one is Think and Write. Under this title, Think and Write, there are 5 questions. We shall discuss the 5 questions and the possible answers of each question. The second activity is to prepare a speech. That is, the students are asked to prepare a speech on a given topic. So we shall begin with Think and Write. So this is the first question under the title Think and Write. See the question. The role of educated, empowered women in building a strong nation. ഒരു strong nation build ചെയ്യുന്നതിൽ എഡ്യൂക്കേറ്റഡും എംപവേർഡുമായിട്ടുള്ള സ്ത്രീകളുടെ റോൾ എന്താണ്? അവരുടെ സ്ഥാനം എന്താണ്? So this is the question. Now we are going to discuss the answer. Remember, you are going to see certain points here, and I will explain each and every point given. Listen to what I say, then you have to write each point in complete sentence. Clues അല്ലെങ്കിൽ points മാത്രമേ ഞാൻ തന്നിട്ടുണ്ടാവുള്ളൂ, and I will explain each and every point. You have to write each point in complete sentence. Only then we can make the answer complete. So now listen to the answer. Christine Lagarde says that there is an African adage that goes, if you educate a boy, you train a man. If you educate a girl, you train a village. If we provide education to women, they can become teachers. When they become teachers, they educate the uneducated. They can become environmentalists. And if they become environmentalists, they will protect the nature. They can become social reformers. And when they become social reformers, they will transform the society in a very good way. And when they are educated, they will take part in the workforce. And as a result, the per capita income increases and it will lead to the economic development. So, educated, empowered women can build a good family, a compassionate society, a more tolerant world. What do you mean by the word compassionate? Compassion means sympathy, mercy. Tolerant means sahishnadayana. So I'll repeat the answer once again. In the speech, Christine Lagarde says that there is an African adage that goes, if you educate a boy, you train a man. If you educate a girl, you train a village. If we provide education to women, they can become teachers. And when they become teachers, they will educate the uneducated. They can become environmentalists. And when they become environmentalists, they will protect the nature. They can become social reformers and they can transform the society in a very good way. And when women are educated, they will participate in the workforce and it will increase the per capita income and it will lead to the economic development. So, the educated, empowered women can build a good family, a compassionate society and a more tolerant world. I hope you got the answer clearly. So, read the points, remember what I said and write each point in complete sentence. Moving on to the second question. The role of learning, labor and leadership skills in making a woman liberated. What do you mean by the word liberated? Liberated means to become free. സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യം അനുഭവിക്കുന്നതിനാണ് liberated എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So here, as an answer to the question, we have to explain the 3 L's. Which are the 3 L's? Learning, labor and leadership. We are going to explain each L in detail. First L is learning. Learning is the foundation upon which any change is built. Learning helps women to help themselves and break the shackles of exclusion. Or we can write to break the chains of isolation. There is an African adage that goes, if you educate a boy, you train a man. If you educate a girl, you train a village. The second L is labor. Labor helps women to flourish and achieve the true potential. And with the help of labor, when they participate in the workforce, it will result in the increase of per capita income and that will lead to the economic development of a country. Moving on to the third L, that is leadership. Leadership helps women to rise and fulfill their innate abilities and talents. And when women lead, they tend to do as good a job as others, if not a better job. And they are more likely to make decisions based on consensus building, inclusion, compassion, and with a focus on long-term sustainability. See, the detailed explanation of each L is directly available in your textbook. If you look at the second, third and fourth paragraph, you will get a detailed description of each L. So go through the text also, please. Now, moving on to the third question. See the third question. Women should step outside their comfort zones. What do you mean by comfort zones? Comfort zone means a safe or secure place. സ്ത്രീകൾക്ക് സേഫ് ആയിട്ട് കൂടുതലും തോന്നുന്ന അവരുടെ വീടുകൾ തന്നെയാണ്. So comfort zone can also mean their house. So now they have given as a statement, women should step outside their comfort zones. And now we are going to express our views on this statement. So let's begin. Women have got skills and talents, but they lack confidence. It is same with the case of educated as well as uneducated women. So they need to change the minds and reset the narrative in their favor. Students, please listen. There is a mistake in this point. It is not rest. Instead, the correct word is reset. And the spelling is R-E-S-E-T. I hope you got it. There is a mistake. The word is not rest. Instead, it is reset. R-E-S-E-T. The women need to change the mindset and reset the narrative in their favor. They should be courageous to step out of their comfort zones. Only then their goals can be achieved. Thus, they can fulfill their dream and achieve their true potential. I shall repeat the answer once again. Women have got skills and talents, but they lack confidence. It is same with the case of educated as well as uneducated women. So they need to change the mindset and reset the narrative in their favor. They need to be courageous, or they should be courageous to step out of their comfort zones. Only then their goals can be achieved. Thus, they can fulfill their dream and achieve their true potential. Fourth question. Women sometimes lack confidence to match their competence. What do you mean by competence? Competence means skills or talents. So again there is a statement given. സ്ത്രീകൾക്ക് കഴിവുണ്ട്, പക്ഷേ അവർക്ക് ആത്മവിശ്വാസമില്ല. You have to comment your view on this statement. So let's discuss the answer. Women have got talent and skills, but they are restricted from doing activities. Everywhere, in the house, in the society, in the workplace, they are bound by limitation. And they hesitate to take up responsibilities. ഉത്തരവാദിത്തങ്ങൾ ഏറ്റെടുക്കാൻ മടിയാണ്. Because of all these reasons, they may experience lack of confidence. If they lack confidence, that would result in their failure. So, they need to have confidence, they need to build confidence, only then they can succeed and achieve their dream. So once again, women have got talents and skills, but they are restricted from doing various activities. Everywhere, in the house, in the society, in the workplace, they are bound by limitations and they hesitate to take up responsibilities. That is why they experience lack of confidence. When they lack confidence, it would result in their failure. So, they need to build confidence. Only then they can succeed in their life and achieve their true potential and their dream. So, this is the last question. How can we build self-confidence in women? Atmavishwasam സ്ത്രീകളിൽ എങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടാക്കാം? I have given you 3 points, but you need to add 3 more points to this answer, and that you can do it by yourself. See, the first point, education. So, provide women education. Thereby, we can build self-confidence. Second one, participating in activities. What do you mean by that? We need to provide them opportunities so that they can participate in various activities. Laws and policies. We need to introduce and promote laws and policies in support of women empowerment. So now you can write 3 more points. And now moving on to the second activity, that is preparing a speech. Persuasive speech on the topic education is the key to women empowerment. Now you are asked to prepare a speech on the topic education is the key to women empowerment. സ്ത്രീ ശാക്തീകരണം നടക്കണമെങ്കിൽ എന്തു വേണം? വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം വേണം. And I have given you a small speech here. You can read it and write it in your notebook. So let's begin. Respected teachers and my dear friends, as we all know that education is the most powerful weapon in today's world. So education is the most powerful weapon. ഏറ്റവും powerful ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആയുധമാണ്. People who are educated earn respect and wealth in the society. So without doubt, we can say that education is very important in everyone's life. See, if we have education, we will get respect and wealth from the society. So without doubt, we can say that education is very, very, very important. Empowerment of women is an important topic that deserves special attention in today's world. So, empowerment of women is very important. It is an important topic in today's world. It should be realized by all of us. It can be realized only by educating women. So how can we empower the women? Only with the help of education. Education gives them knowledge and makes them independent. Thus, they gain self-respect and dignity. What do you mean by dignity? Andasana. They will be able to come out of their comfort zones and become economically independent. Education opens before them a world of opportunities. വിദ്യാഭ്യാസത്തിലൂടെ ഇത്രയധികം നേട്ടങ്ങളാണ് അവർ കൈവരിക്കുന്നത്. They get knowledge. It makes them independent. It gives them self-respect and dignity. It helps them to come out of their comfort zones. They become economically independent. And they will have a lot of opportunities. Educated women can bring social reforms. So they can reform the society. They can build a good family, a compassionate society, and a more tolerant world. Only through educated women the world can reap its benefits. So if we have educated women around us, then not only us, the whole world will have its benefits. Let's hope to build a strong and secure world for women by educating them. Thank you. So that's all. If you want to add more points to the speech, you can add more points. You are free to add your views, your opinions in your speech. So go through the activities. Write it in your notebook. Study well. Thank you.